Yes, guys, today we are live trading the CPI. I know it's absolutely crazy, and I tell you never, ever, ever to do that. But this time it's fun. I'm going to talk about everything we usually talk about. So we're going to talk about daily news. I'm going to do the market analysis. I think we are at a break or make moment with CPI coming in, PPI coming in. And in general, if you look at the charts, I'm going to do Q&A. As always, we're going to sit in the studio. You can ask your questions, and I'm going to reply every single one of them. And then I'm going to have a token request as well, where you will be able to just send me your tokens, what you want me to analyze, and then I'm going to look at it with you. Now, we have 25 minutes until CPI. So I'm going to run through the news. We're going to look at the charts. I'm going to talk about what we could expect when CPI hits, and then we're gonna take the steps together. We have 200 people waiting. This could be the biggest show ever, which is super excited. Please, guys, if you are returning, then no, if you're not returning, subscribe to the channel. If you are returning, smash the like button. Then let's get into the show. Number one, Tesla CEO believes in crypto. Meta CEO believes in crypto. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Uber, Airbnb, Dell, Nvidia, all believe in crypto. And now even the United States, so the president of the United States, the 45th president, Donald Trump, the upcoming president of the United States, also believes in crypto. You cannot be bearish. If you're bearish on the long term, I'm talking 6 to 8 to 12 months, you have a problem, in my opinion. Or you're outsmarting all the leading tech company CEOs. Headline breaking: Donald Trump is speaking. We've heard that it is going to happen. It's not going to happen. There were rumors that it is going to go down, and he is going to speak on Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville. But it is happening. It is happening. He is going to speak. Absolutely huge. I can't tell you how huge this is, especially if he gets elected. We don't know. We like, if you've been here in 2017 and you lived through the fact that you went to sleep, you woke up with 50% profit on your coin, and you did this for 3 weeks, it's nothing. It's end fart compared to what's coming if Donald Trump gets elected. So it's gonna be absolutely mind-blowing. Circle minted 500 million USDC in the last 24 hours. All goes onto Solana liquidity, which is, again, very, very good. 750 million in a few days. Obviously, massive demand. Obviously, massive liquidity for Solana through USDC. BTC open interest on centralized exchanges has nearly doubled since January. Open interest is all kinds of positions. It can be short, it can be long, but it is a position. It is doubled since January. Obviously, interest is coming back. If you look at the chart, you see the uptick in interest when it comes to BTC and open interest. Now, this SAB 121, I've been trying to get my mind around for a very long time. If you don't know what this is, this rule is basically, I read this whole article here. The whole idea is that if you, in the United States, Sleepy Joe and all the rest. So the question really is, do banks, if you have a Bitcoin and a bank stores that Bitcoin, or a custodian stores that Bitcoin for you, okay? Do they have to report it as their asset on their balance sheet and put it on and actually take the hit if the asset devalues? Or they can just report it as custody for you. Now, what this SAB 121 says is that it shouldn't be, so the whole idea around this SAB 121 is that banks and institutions would not be allowed. You would have to put the coins on their balance sheet and therefore create losses and wins when that, or profits when that happens, and that's a problem. Then they voted, and the vote came out that it shouldn't be that way, and then Biden vetoed that vote, and then now they're voting against Biden for it to not be the case. So the whole thing around this SAB 121 is that they should have voted, the House should have voted, and they didn't because of this.
Mr. Speaker.
Madam Secretary.
I am directed by the President of the United States to deliver to the House of Representatives
She's a robot.
In writing.
The gentleman from North Carolina is recognized.
The idea that Congress is going to wait because you have banks trying to get a special carve-out for themselves from Gary Gensler and the SEC, that's not sound public policy. And the idea that Congress is going to wait and pause on overriding the president's veto of really bad policy that harms consumers, just because we have a rumor that two people are talking or 10 people are talking.
So basically, Biden sent a letter saying he doesn't want to do it now. Don't veto my shit now. Anyway, it's actually quite difficult because I did explain they need at least 2/3 majority of the votes to veto Biden's shit. But this is obviously devastating if it goes through. It's not good. German government lost. I'll just do this. German government lost its Bitcoin billionaire status today. They sold another 2,000 Bitcoins, 117 million. I mean, I'm surprised how the market is holding up. I don't know if it's manipulation or not, but it's holding up pretty good compared to what these guys been selling and Mt. Gox and every distribution happening. They have now 13,000 Bitcoin. We see it here, which is about 25% of what they used to have. They had a steep decline, and the market is holding up pretty freaking good. Now, whether this is manipulation or not, I don't know, but what I know is that this is good news. Very, very good news. 𝗔𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗢 𝗍𝗏. That's the idea, and then we're going to talk about it in a second. To launch, Goldman Sachs. This is also another one just joining us. Everybody hating on crypto is red poison and whatnot. And now apparently they're launching 3 tokenized projects by the end of the year. So Goldman Sachs is joining the party. This is massive for RWAs, real world assets. Obviously, we talked about that RWAs are going to be big this cycle and the cycles going forward, especially if they can pull it off. I think we have a shot at making this the biggest show ever with lives. Like, we have 364 people live. What was the max? 380? 391. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go and we're at 376. If we break 420, let's do 420. If we break 420, I'm gonna give away $300 live. $300 if we break 420. So don't leave. Goldman Sachs launch. We talked about this 3 tokenized assets. Now, this is something as well. If you've been watching the show, or if you've been in crypto for a while. There was this whole shit show around this DJT token, this Donald Jr. Trump. There was this whole, what is this token? Where did this token come from? Oh, it's from Trump. No, it's not from Trump. Yes, it is. This guy puts it on the line. They bet hundreds of millions of dollars. It all goes down in history as a whole shit show. This guy jumps on spaces, and then even 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗬𝗘 jumps on and says, like, I have proof who it is. And then this guy jumps on, oh, I created it. And then it becomes this whole shit show. Anyway, weeks and months later, GCR admits he was wrong, privately apologized, a little late, a little, and a lot of damage done, but thanks. So basically it says, in fairness, original thesis was that everything was fake, and I've now spoken to enough people to know Barron was directly involved, Trump's son, so can admit that have been vindicated. So the token went like this, and then, so this is what happened with the token. Let me mark it for you. It's not Trump. Oh, it is Trump. Oh, it's not. No, it is Trump. It is not Trump. Oh, it is Trump. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Oh, it was me. Oh, it was me. And then look. What am I doing here? And then Barron Trump was directly involved. So anyway, don't buy this shit. Just telling you that this is what happened. We can celebrate. Love Trump. Really do. But, you know, you got to talk about stuff that you got to talk about. So, not nice. Not nice. The kid made a mistake. Softer CPI. Now, let's talk about the event. This stuff. That's what we're here for, right? We're here for the fucking CPI. Let's talk about this CPI reading. I had a full show on Banter explaining. There is a vote, by the way. You guys should. We broke the record for 417 people live. Absolutely insane. We're going to do the giveaway at the end if we get 420, but I think we will. So, CPI, I had a full show on CPI not so long ago, and I explained how important it is. Yeah, 420. Guys, we reached 420. Buff it up. Thank you so much for being here. 425. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. We're going to do live trading. We do have these shows every single day. Please do subscribe to the channel now. No, all jokes aside. So, CPI, don't interrupt me because I can't finish the thought process. So, CPI. I had a full show explaining how important CPI, PPI, and inflation, all these inflation numbers and rate cuts and all that Fed activity now, which we've only looked at a TradeFi, but how important it is right now. It's extremely important. Why? It's important because, and again, you have to watch the show on Banter, but it's important because when you look at CPI and when you look at inflation in general, what the Fed does with increasing interest rates, they make it harder or more expensive for people to no, I'm mixing things up. So when they increase interest rates, what they do is that they make the dollar a more attractive investment opportunity for people. Why? Because you can lend money more expensive, therefore the value of the dollar becomes more attractive. Now, that means they suck basically money out of the economy. You're not going to invest your money into crypto when you can make like 6% on your everyday investment, and bonds and everything go up to like 8, 10, 15, whatever percent. When you lend money more expensive, you're not going to risk your stuff. You're not going to risk your money in risk assets. So what happens is that by sucking money out of the economy, they reduce inflation, right? They basically simply reduce inflation. The economy will not boom that much. Inflation will not boom that much. People are going to start losing their jobs. The economy start breaking. And when that happens, inflation cooled off. What they're going to do is they're going to cut rates, inject money back into the economy, and therefore economy will start building up again and coming in hotter and hotter and hotter. And therefore, again, it's a whole cycle. Then we're going to get to way too hot economy, way too much inflation. They're going to start increasing interest rates. Then the money going to be sucked out of the economy, and so on, so on. So very high level, this is what it is. So what you have to see here is that if you've seen the GDP is falling drastically in the States, but there are a lot of other indications that do not show that, or shows that inflation is just not cooling. Maybe it's cooling a little bit, but it definitely is not cooling with the pace that the Fed wants it to cool. And that means they want to get to the 2% interest rate, or 2% inflation. And now we're at like what? 3%, 3.1%. This step today is also one of the crucial steps in whether crypto and risk assets will rally or not, you know? So here's the thing. CPI, it says your CPI numbers tomorrow finally summon the Fed's decision to cut in September and December. If it comes in softer. Now, this is what I tweeted about, I don't even know, about a couple of hours ago. I said, unpopular opinion, CPI comes in lower than expected, temporary bounce, about 5 to 10% best case scenario, then another 10, 20% down. Even if CPI comes in lower, I can imagine us bouncing and then just going one more leg down. It's possible. CPI comes in higher, instant nuke. So no question. I think if CPI comes in higher today, I think the market is going to just fucking nuke. Like not even a question. Unless we break 2.3 trillion in the total market cap, which I talk about a lot. If you come back to the show, you know, 2.3 trillion up here. This is the 4-hour high up here. If we break, until we break that, we are in a downtrend and then a massive, massive, massive one. Okay, let me just scroll back here. So this is the basic idea here. This is, I don't know what this is doing here. But what I wanted to show you, and I want to ask you guys, genuinely want to ask you. So what I think this is how we're going to do the giveaway as well. What I want you to do, go on to Rand's post. Rand posted this. Banter internal CPI predictions, okay? So what I want you to do, and I'm going to pick someone from now live who wins the, we're going to do, I don't know, $300. What should we do? 5 times, 6 times 50. Let's do that. 6 times 50. At the end of the show, I'm going to give away 6 times $50. From the people who go on Twitter, go on Rand's post, and say Fefe and tag me. Just say like, I know, and then something like Fefe will get it right. If you think I will get it right. Or just say you're watching Fefe show if you don't want to say I will get it right. Just go onto the post and mention me and say that you are watching this show. Just let's send it to Rand. Just send it to Rand. And as you're tagging me, I'm gonna have my notifications here. You see, I'm gonna just choose someone from here, okay? Good guys, good. All right, let's look at CPI. So CPI will come in about 14 minutes. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trade the CPI. So I have some charts that I wanna show you. We're gonna talk about charts as well in a second. I'm gonna jump into Q&A before we proceed. We almost have 500 people live. It's fucking insane. This is the first ever time. Guys, do you like the show? That's the question. Let me know in the comment. I'm going to read the comments now. Do you like the show? If you like the show, you do have to let us know in the comment section. You have to let us know in the comment section. You have to like the channel. You have to subscribe to the channel as well. Let's see what subscriber do we have until people bring in their own stuff. We have 14,030. Yes, of course, mate. Love you. I love you back. Good show. Sub and like. Love the show. Love. Hi. We'll ride. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Amazing show as usual. Yes. Yep. Yeah. You're legends, guys. 520. Oh my God, guys, subscribe to the channel. Okay. Ren was showing your show yesterday, so you got some of his viewers. That's amazing. That's amazing. Ren is an absolute legend. So here's the thing. Here is this post. You know what this post is? Let me show you what this post is and why this is relevant. So this post is the following. Banter internal CPI predictions. We got together with the researchers and Ran and we gambled on what's going to happen on what CPI reading. So what this shows you is that Ren is guessing that CPI comes in above. Also, for those of you who don't really understand CPI or you know, want a little explanation, here it is. So CPI shows inflation, and this Y to Y here, that says year to year, okay? So it measures like last year, June, what was the inflation? It was 1%, 5%, 2%, whatever that is, okay? So what you see here is that we need to see a lower CPI. The forecast is 3.1%. If CPI comes in lower, consumer price index, which basically is a bucket of goods, and they measure the price of the bucket of goods compared to the previous prices. So if the prices come in lower, therefore they come in closer to the previous prices of this bucket, that means that inflation is cooling. It's going down. Inflation is not increasing. Prices do not increase. Prices are actually going down. And when that happens, we know that the Fed needs to cut. The Fed needs to cut. They will inject money in the economy, and risk assets like crypto will fly. Okay? If it comes in higher, however, and this is higher means, you know, it's interesting because higher to the forecast or higher to previous is also a debate, because if it comes in 3.2, it's still actually, you know, it's still cooling. It's just not cooling with the pace they want. So it's not that bad. But if it comes in above 3.3, instant nuke. If it comes, and then here is the prediction. So if it comes below, meaning it comes below 3.1, that means that that inflation is cooling faster than the Fed actually wants it to cool. And that means that they're getting to their goals, and them getting to their goals means they will cut rates maybe 1 or maybe even 2 times this year. That's extremely bullish, especially if you combine that with a Trump victory. Absolutely bullish, okay? So Ren says, if we go in above means it's bad. It means that inflation doesn't cool that much. Ren says that we're going to go to 56,000 on Bitcoin. It's up here. We're going to go down to 56,000. So he's predicting like a what? Ren, I'm sorry to pop your bubble, but it's not going to be a 3% drop, bruv. It's not going to, if it comes in, maybe I need to eat humble pie, but it's not going to be a 3. If it comes in above 3.1, it's not going to be a 3% drop, in my opinion. Anyway, I say 52 because I think, you know, my stand. I think we're building up massive liquidity. If we come in lower for any reason, which I don't know, but if we come in lower, this nukes. We're going into 54, 52-ish region. This is what I wrote, and they said it's a big range. You have to pick a number. I actually picked the number, but 52.5 is my number. All the others you can see. If it comes in 3.1, which is the estimate, I think we're going to have a little bit of push. I say 61.5, so I think we're going to see a little bit of push here. We're going to probably come up to the 61.5, retest this OB up here, right? This is the breaker as well. Like, come up a little bit, take all the liquidity, build more, and then show a market structure shift and doing that. That's kind of my prediction. And if we come in under 3.1, which would be a surprise, that would mean that basically that would mean that inflation is cooling faster than the Fed anticipates it, which is obviously very good. That means they could potentially cut rates even in August, September, whatever. September, yes. So September, they can immediately cut rates and maybe do even 2 cuts this year. Obviously, would be extremely bullish. So I said 63,000, but the only reason why I said 63,000 is because I see if this happens, we're coming below 3.1, I think it's extremely bullish. Extremely. Powell, JP, the head of the chairman of the Fed, said yesterday or the day before yesterday that he just waits for some indication that inflation is cooling at a pace they want. If he would see CPI coming in, if they would see CPI coming in lower, and even like 0.1% lower, you know, it comes in as 3%, it's incredible. It's incredible. So I do see the potential of us even reversing from here, and then the bottom is really in. If we come in lower, that is a possibility. I know that I tweeted, and this is controversial because I know that I tweeted this. If CPI comes in lower than expected, temporary bounce, but the temporary bounce has to last. The temporary bounce lasts only until like 63,000. If we're able to go above 64,000 up here, that's not a temporary bounce. Then we're not going lower. If we close above there and we close above 2.3 trillion on the total market cap, which is up here, we are most likely reversing from here. Like, it's not going to be going down. Okay? So let me jump in. I still have 584 people, which is absolutely incredible, guys. I want to tell you to please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. We do this every single day. I teach you how to trade. I'm not only giving you fish, but also teaching you how to fish. Do you see that I got this right? I always miss this, but now I got it right. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Let's jump into the charts. Okay, you know what? First, no, we don't have time to do Q&A. Let me just read some of the comments. to jump in. So this is how we read the comments here. If you have not been here, well, this is the way we go. We're almost 600 people. We're almost at 600 people. Absolutely insane. What time is the CPI? It's in about 7 minutes. So we're going to look at charts. Announcement. Yes. How is your short hedge going? I got stopped. It's closed. Best vibes. Yes. LFG. Don't care about CPI. I've been DCAing since the bottom, holding for the cycle. For spot, you need to be positioned, in my opinion. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Subscribe on your first show, bro. I'm so happy. Thoughts on hamster combat? I made a video on it. Check it out. It's pretty crazy. 613, my brother. 613 people. Fefe, the being best alpha out there. Thanks. What's your position on Bong? Guys, you know what? For you regulars, I'm genuinely asking you, please let the others know in the comment section why they should subscribe to the channel. Like, please let them know, because you guys coming back here, we have about 200-300 people coming back here every single day. Let them know in the comment section why they should subscribe, so they will. Let me just look at one more. Voodoo Fefe. Long like Donkey Kong. Let the show roll on. Yes, we are going to do that. Love the show. I love you back. Which crypto will be the most affected by CPI? I'm looking at some coins. I'm going to show you in 2 seconds. There, Voodoo, here goes. Great free alpha. Yes, guys, watch the show to get all of the best alpha. Best alpha on the planet. The only show I watch daily. Best trader. More than double the people as compared to the last show. Great alpha. Fefe is the best in his charts analysis in the bomb. I don't know what that means. It will help you make profits. Best alpha. Fefe taking us to the moon. Can Tucker hit 1 billion market cap? It can. Polix on the, we can look at it. Yes, you should subscribe for the boobies. Okay. We will cut it short here. I'm so happy for you. Okay, thank you. Let's go, guys, because we don't have a lot of time. We have like 6 minutes until CPI. So let's go. Here's what I'm looking at, guys. Here's what I'm looking at. I said we need to go on an INJ, and then we need to show a market reaction. First of all, very, very important. You should never trade these events. Never. Do not trade these events. Don't trade CPI. Don't trade FOMC. Don't trade PPI. Do not trade it. Okay, this is for fun and for educational purposes only. All the money that I put in, I'm willing and ready to lose. And this, I know that this is not professional trading. I'm just timing the market, which is not the great idea, and all that. Okay, and the content of this video is for informational purposes only. And you guessed it, not financial advice. Okay, so that said, let's go. That said, let's get to trading. Okay. So here's how it usually works. You want to identify liquidity levels. Liquidity are limit orders, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, first off, market makers need liquidity to send the price either way. Liquidity are limit orders. So for example, someone shorted here, they place their stop losses above here. Why? Because they think this is a great level while it's not. Some people place their shorts here. Some people place their shorts here. Some people place their stop losses here for their short. Now, when that happens, the market maker, no matter what the news is going to be, which comes in like 25 minutes, no matter, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, no matter what the news is going to be, but you want to see a little bit of wickery, and then you're going to see a rejection. It doesn't matter what the news is. We're probably going to push to the highs before we go down. I don't think it's going to be like, I think we're going to see a little bit of, market not understanding. If we come in, so my plan here is the following. If we come in at 3.1, we're going to monitor it here. If we come in at 3.1, oh, hold on a second. We just have to remove this here. I'm just going to remove this so we will be able to watch the same time. Why can't I just not do this? Thank you. Okay, so we will be able to watch this. I want to see the chart at the same time. I'm looking at 2 possible shorts. If we long, if you can long basically anything. So if it comes in lower, I'll just long something. Like I don't even know what. We'll just figure it out. Let me just look at it. Why is this? It's the 5-minute chart. Okay, that's good. So I think we could look at for some reason I have a feeling that we're gonna nuke, so that's why I'm actually preparing for shorts, but maybe it comes in lower and then we just fly. I'm probably gonna let me look at Solana. So I'm shorting VIF and I'm shorting INJ, just so you guys know. You should never ever follow me, okay? Please. So I'm probably shorting VIF. If that comes to that, I'm shorting VIF. And I'm gonna do tick base. I'm gonna do 1-minute chart right here. Look at this. This is massive liquidity. I'm probably gonna trade this chart only. Let's trade this chart only. If we come in higher If we come in higher, we have 700 people watching. 700 people watching. So if we come in higher, I believe that I believe that I'm going to, let me just, Safari, this should be, let's put this up big. So if we come in higher than it should be, I think we're gonna take liquidity up here, a little bit of wick, and then from there we're just simply gonna nuke. If we come in lower, I think we're gonna see a little bit of wickery down here. Maybe take this, and that's when we're gonna get our entry in. I'm gonna be a risky one. I'm gonna do 50x leverage. I'm gonna do $50. Let's go, yeah, $50. And that's the main. And then we're gonna look at all the other charts, and then we're gonna analyze everything at the end. It's gonna be an interesting time. So we got like another 1.5 minutes for this to come in. It already counts back. This is where I'm looking at. If you guys see anything, let me know. I'm gonna open up the news group as well.
700 people.
Yes, news group as well here. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have here. So we have 1 minute. Let me look at all the other charts here. Let me look at Sol. Sol's building up. Everything is building up massive liquidity to the downside. Look, so everything is limit orders. A lot of people are probably long in, and that's what we see here as well. Let me look at WIF is probably gonna, yeah, I just don't like this. Let me pull up the total market cap as well. Let me pull up Bitcoin here. You monitoring as well? We have like 30 seconds. We have like 30 seconds. It's dumping hard already, but that's not necessarily bad. Let's see, we have 15 seconds. We have 10 seconds. Okay, let's go. Pending. Market is pumping. Let's see what it is. 3%. It comes in lower. Comes in lower. We pump. We pump. Let's go. It comes in lower. It did come. There was someone who predicted this actually. There was someone who predicted this. There was someone saying that CPI will come in lower, much lower, and we're going to pump. I'm going to set this in. We're going to pump, guys. It's most likely we're going to pump. I'm going to wait for, I'm still cautious about this. There might be like, let me just put this up here. So let me just go back to the prediction and then we'll see how this trade goes. Let's go back to the prediction here. So we said if we come in under 3.1, I said 63. So that's my main goal. Ren says 60. Let me look at the chart here. Bitcoin's not really reacting, but I think it's too early. I think it's too early to tell. What does our trade do? We're up at $19. What is that? I would be surprised if we wouldn't have like a pullback, like we need like a 1 week down, and then move on from there. Yeah, this might be the one. This might be the one. So let's talk. Why is this not leaving that up there? It's not leaving this profit up there. So say, let me look at the chat. What people say. So it's not kamikaze trade. What? I'm gonna copy it. Don't copy it. Bitcoin to the moon. Bears rest. Yes, Bitcoin to the moon. I agree with you. You're saying that can bounce. No, I'm not sure yet. Let's wait this. Let's wait out. I think we're gonna see. For me to confirm that we're gonna really rip from here, I think we need to see a little bit of dagger down. I think we need to see the liquidity taken here. But it's definitely like it's coming in 3. It's absolutely insane. Like it's coming in lower. It's such a strong indication for the Fed to cut rates. It's such a strong indication. Like there's literally no unemployment claims came in as well lower, which is not that good. So it should be coming in. So this is when it gets interesting, right? Because people will say, okay, so unemployment claims should come in higher because if inflation is going down and everything, the economy is slowing, unemployment should come in higher than forecasted, and unemployment comes in lower than forecasted. That indicates that the job market is still strong. But JP also made a comment on this the other day, and he said that it is strong, but is not varying some. So it's not too strong. I'm just looking at this here. All right, let's look at the charts, guys, because I think now we have like a proper understanding. I think we have a direction. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's look at the total market cap. That is what's relevant here. Let me just see what the trade is doing. I think we should add to this. Let me look at some. I think Sol has always been extremely strong. Let's look what Sol is doing. Show my bets, show public bets. We'll take this off. I'm gonna take a long on Sol as well. I'm gonna take a Sol long and a whiff long. It's surprising that we don't have the flush, but we're gonna profit from this quick if we can. These are scalps, guys. So don't, even if you take a position, don't leave it open for like a long term. So here are the reversal areas that I'm looking at on the total market cap. Why? And this is what, like the fact that we're coming at 3 instead of 3.1 on CPI, it's you change the title. Yeah. So the fact that we come in here is actually very good. I'll explain what I'm looking at on the total market cap. Number one, I think that first of all, I've been saying this for a while, that we have a range here. This is our high, this is our low, and this is our range. In the range, anything can happen. We're still not bullish, so don't start taking live generational longs and whatnot, because you will get wrecked. I guarantee you that. You will get wrecked. So we're up about $40. So we're going to do the giveaway at the end of the show. I'm going to give away $300. We broke the record completely. We're at 775. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Smash the like. We're going to do a giveaway. $300 at the end of the show. 6 times 50. So what I would like to see now is we are still in the range, okay? We need to break above the range high for us to confirm a reversal. Whether it is going to happen on the daily, if we would start pushing now, for example, on this news that we see with CPI, that would be absolutely great. That would be fantastic. We'll break above here and we would confirm the reversal. The only thing is, right now we're in a range. What are the levels that I think we are going to see? Number one, which is the beginning of the inefficiency. This is what we call a fair value gap down here, and then an impulsive move from there. So you see, it's like this level had a lot of supply up here, a lot of supply. Same as with this one, you see, it had a massive dump from this level. This is why this level held so well for so long. You are looking at levels that cause massive dump and therefore have massive supply in them. First level will be up here, which will be 2.17 trillion. I actually marked this. I don't know why I have that, but I actually had a tweet about it. Let me just find it in a second. I had a tweet about it because that's important. That's important what levels we marked there. Let me just scroll down here. Here. So this stands actually, I tweeted this on the 10th of July, which was yesterday. So these are the levels that I'm looking for for potential reversal on the total market cap. The reason why I'm looking at is because I do believe that we have to still take this liquidity, although now that the CPI is coming in this low, I'm unsure. So 2.17 trillion. This is about another 1.5% from here. 2.2 trillion. This is another reversal area. A massive dump happened from this level. And then 2.23 trillion, which is again another important level. Massive fair value gap. And this initiated the major dump down, which was like 10-15% on, what was it? 14% on Bitcoin. So these are the levels that I'm looking for. Here's how you can confirm that the reversal is happening regardless of CPI, okay? Number one, you want to look for a 5-minute market. Where is my position? We're still in profit, but we're not much profit. Here's what I'm looking at. Number one, now we took liquidity. Okay, on the news, we took liquidity. The fact that we took liquidity, there is no reason for the market maker to move further, except if there is demand to push the price higher. Demand, I mean smart money. Demand, I mean retail. Demand, I mean people buying Bitcoin and getting into crypto, okay? So if we see, this is not our main level. So we can come all the way down to this 2.08 trillion, and we're going to look at the coins as well. I just want to explain to you total market cap, because everything originates from the total market cap. If the total market cap is not doing what we want it to do, you can start looking at your Solanas and you can start looking at your coins, but it doesn't matter because the total market cap dictates. That's actually the big daddy. It's not Bitcoin itself, okay? So the total market cap, first I need to see a break below this level for us to confirm that there might be happening a reversal, okay? Here. 2.109. This is the level that I think we need to break in order to confirm that this was just a liquidity grab and that we are going to go and target these 1.85 trillion region lower. If this does not break, this is like about a 1% move. If this breaks, the next level that I'm looking for is going to be down here. this down here. This is a very, very strong level. And although it built up liquidity, I do think that this level should hold because of the readings that we got with CPI. So 2.061 trillion should hold. If 2.061 trillion does not hold this level here, we are going to 1.85 trillion. Mark it. I'm telling you, we are going there. And there is enough liquidity for it to just simply move lower. So it is absolutely a possibility. I'm going to move on to the token requests as well, guys. So you can start popping your tokens in. I'm going to look at all the tokens and we're going to analyze them based on the information that we got from CPI right now, which if you're just joining in, comes in at lower at 3%. Unemployment claims comes in lower as well, which is not that bullish. But overall, I think a lower CPI reading is absolutely crazy good. It's very, very, very good for the market. So I do think we're gonna rip. Let me look at Bitcoin. I do think, as I put my prediction here, I said that we are going to about 63,000, and if we can, then we're going 64 plus. So 63,000 is my target for Bitcoin. Basically, from now on, that would be another. Why is this doing this with me? It will be another about 6-7% pump. The reason why I'm confident doing that is because if the total market cap rips, which I think it will, we're looking at least a 2-3% move on total market cap that could easily send Bitcoin to 4-6%, and that's what I believe in. Guys, let me know what tokens you want me to analyze, and then I'm gonna look at Bitcoin before. I do think Bitcoin will push again. Internal liquidity is building up, which is not great. I do need to see, and this is also very, very important, very, very important. We need to see a break above the 64,000 region. Until we see a break above, I'm still bearish. I don't care about CPI. I don't care. I know that anything can happen, and the CPI reading is good and whatever. I need to see that confirmation to go very, very heavy and take those massive, massive, massive trades. Again, I think this is good. I think probably the bottom is in because of the CPI rating. Considering the fact that CPI is coming in lower, PPI is probably going to come in lower. And if that's the case, most likely the Fed is going to come out and say that we are going to cut rates. And then the whole snowball starts rolling and crypto is basically going to skyrocket. But for now, the only thing I can do is that I need to look for Bitcoin. We need to break above the 64,000 high. If we do break above there, then we're going to talk about everything. And you got to come to the show. I'm going to take it step by step. And I told you as well, if we break above, I am going to do an emergency live. We're going to live trade the whole move, a couple of hours once that happens. That said, let me look at the tokens. Let me look at my trades here. We're up about $30 on $100. It's 30%. This is completely high gamble. Do not do this thing. And we are going to do the giveaway. Let me look at. Did you guys subscribe to the channel? Did you guys subscribe? We have almost 800 people watching and only 14,000 subs. I think you guys gotta push that subscribe button. I think it's like has to go like just smash it, just push, subscribe. That's what's up. It's like I literally bring you the best alpha, guys. The best alpha in the industry. Let's go. Cast. Let's do it. Let's do 𝗏𝗧. I'm going to leave Bitcoin here. Let me just close all these tabs because now we're over this. We're over all of this. Let me bring in here. 𝗏𝗧. Again, have to keep in mind that I'm unfortunately still bearish. The bottom can be in. I think we're going to go up. I think the bottom is in. We're going to go up, but I need to see the confirmation for me to tell you, yes, the bottom is in and we are going higher from here. Lots of liquidity. So if I was just looking at the chart and there was no CPI reading that is bullish, I would say we're going down, no questions. But the fact that it is great CPI, this is why I usually don't trade these events because it's just unpredictable. So what I see on 𝗏𝗧 is the following. We do have internal liquidity built up, but there is a massive liquidity up in the buy side. The reason why we call this the buy side liquidity, which is basically on the top side, this here is the buy side liquidity. The reason why we call this is because when you're shorting, you have to sell an asset. And when you place your stop loss, for example, here and here and here, the stop loss for a short position basically means that you have to buy that asset back. That's basically a stop loss. That's why we call this buy side liquidity. And the same way goes when you're longing, you buy an asset and the stop loss is a sell of that asset. This is why we call this down here the sell side liquidity. Just something you can take away from the stream, if nothing else. 𝗏𝗧, again, in terms of market structure, we came back 50. then we pushed, we build up liquidity just above the 50%. I would not be surprised if the CPI is not enough and we come lower on 𝗘𝗪. I think a great buying area for 𝗘𝗪 would be 16.5 cents. I would be interested in getting in a position here. You always have to wait for something called the market structure shift, which is a higher high on the 5-15-minute chart. Once you have that, you can be sure that the reversal is actually happening. We're down on our trade. Maybe this is the pullback that we're waiting for to happen. Let me just look at it. Cut me a break. We have to go because Ren is gonna go live, and we want everybody to be on there. I'm gonna be on there as well. I want to hear what he's saying. But let me just jump in here for a second. Just looking at the what do you guys think of everything? Just joined your X as well. Thank you. I hope not my X. You know what I mean? Airweave. Everybody's tokens. Getting guys in the live stream again. Guys, buy YouTube Premium. Unfortunately, it's not us. Subscribe today. Didn't know Fefe. Thanks. I will follow from now on. So happy. Pump it. Give us that close up. Then like Will Moon. Yes. Live is at 15:15 and he's always late. Guys, you know how much goes into this creating these shows? It's insane amount of work. Of course, he's sometimes late. What will be today's high? Now that's the question. Okay, you know what? I think everybody wants to talk about these. Everybody wants to talk about it. Just can't monitor the chat and at the same time. If you've got some great questions, guys, just let me know, okay? So that said, what is our position doing here? It's coming back for a pullback. Now the question really is, are we breaking it? I think this is why it's so good that we're doing this now. Question really is, are we going to break this? Like, are we going to break this low here? If we are, we're going down, guys. We are going down. Temporary bounce. It's so, I wanted to leave this here, but just for a second, I'll bring this up here. I made a tweet and I said that if CPI comes in higher, unpopular opinion, CPI comes in higher, temporary bounce. But comes in lower temporary bounce, 3%. We have a chance to push. Although I think this is the right one, we have a very, very strong chance to push. The only thing we need to hold this. We need to hold this low here at 2.1. Let me look at the tokens because I know that's why you guys are here for 𝗏𝗏coin. Now 𝗏𝗏coin is super interesting. Okay, I am actually can I pull these comments? Oh, I can. Wow, I can put the comments right here on the screen and you don't see them. That's actually incredible. So you don't see it, but here on the screen I have my comments. So which is absolutely.
We can see it.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see the comments?
Not now. No.
Yeah, I know.
Previously.
Yeah, you can see the comments. I have the whole comment tab here. You can see it. So so I'm saying Sol, but let's look at 𝗏𝗏coin because 𝗏𝗏coin is super interesting, and I'm actually preparing. I just recorded a video with Pixelverse, very, very great game on 𝗏𝗏coin on Telegram. And I'm looking at everything that's going down, memes and everything. I am going to do a show on there on the whole Telegram ecosystem. So 𝗏𝗏coin, I'm actually very, very bullish on ton, but 𝗏𝗏coin coming from this Telegram ecosystem, I think has a future, but not bright future. The reason why I bring this up, I brought up Pixelverse and I brought up the whole Telegram memes and whatnot, because 𝗏𝗏coin being the first tapping game on Telegram, I think it has a massive success. The question really is fundamental, like what can they really deliver on their promise, right? So if I look at the TA, what I can say is that we made a higher high. Yes, we did make a higher high here, and that means that we are potentially seeing a reversal. But the problem comes in that we need a 50% retrace. So even if we pump, I do believe that 𝗏𝗏coin will need to come a little bit lower. Maybe down here it's about 12-14%, which is absolutely substantial, especially if you consider the fact that you want to buy here, you want to pump. So I would not get into 𝗏𝗏coin. Not great fundamentally, in my opinion. Not great TA wise, in my opinion. I would not look into 𝗏𝗏coin. Someone is saying Pendle. Let's look at Pendle. And then we're gonna do the giveaway. I think we're gonna finish it off in like 5 to 10 minutes, so Ren can have his time. I have to go take a break as well, and I really want to watch Ren, so we need to finish this up very soon. Pendle, like it has a lot of time to catch up. Okay, that's the thing with Pendle. Massive dump. I do see it taking a new low on the higher time frame. Absolutely bearish. So if you look at this, like we have not on a very high time frame. Monthly, it's not bearish, but if you look at this. You have a low, you have a high, but that high cannot break above and it comes way lower. And that doesn't make me bullish. Therefore, the structure that I'm looking at is actually this. We come back 50, comes back up and then breaks below, breaks double level. You might be able to get a push to the 50% region, 4.6, 4.8, but then you have to reevaluate if you want to get in on the long position here. Someone is saying INJ. Let me look at INJ. I wanted to short INJ actually before the stream. Where is our trades? Still catching up. I think we're gonna pump. The question is, can we break above the highs? That's the question. I think we're gonna pump. The question is, can we break above the highs? That's the major question. So massive liquidity built up. So the reason why I wanna short INJ is because of this internal liquidity that it has. So you see, it's basically, if you look at it on a higher time frame, this is just, it's coming lower and lower and lower. So we have a high, we have a low, we have a high, we have a low, we have a high, we have a low, high, low, high, low. And I'm not saying it's going to come down all the way to like $8, but if we do see the total market cap dropping to 1.8 trillion, which I think should happen at some point, should happen, then this thing is going to dump another 40%, 30%. So the question really is, when can you time it? It's definitely coming back for the 50% of this structure, which is the 1 hour structure. If you pull this, let me just look at, where is my Fefe tool here? Here, it comes back 50. You need to see a rejection. You do have a rejection. You do have a market structure shift here. If you look at it on the hourly as well, but it's very visible on the 15-minute. So you come higher here. Look, here's a high. Here's a low. It takes the low. It retests this order block up here. Technically, this would be my short. The only problem is, or the only challenge is, CPI comes in lower. I expected CPI to come in at or higher, and then we would have seen a dump. But it didn't. So this would have been my trade. We'll see how the market reacts. I do think we're going to see a pump, and then we can short it a little bit later, or see if it breaks the highs. It's bouncing back nicely as well. So he's saying, bro, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Academic15, thank you as well. Thank you. Hopefully I win that 50. Should we do that? I have to leave. I really have to leave, and we gotta watch Ren as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, cousin won't eat today. Yes. Fefe with Hong. This is your favorite follower, Jep from X. Thank you so much. Fefe is not blaming Ren for being late. He's trying to say you can stay live longer without problem because Ren will be late. Ren is excited to be on, I'm pretty sure. And I have to go as well to take a break before. View the music. Let's do that. Let's look at Rune. Let's look at our trade. What is our trade doing? So Rune. It's coming back for the 50. The same scenario. Look at this. How can you be bullish on this chart? Like, you can't. You have a high, you have a low, comes back 50. Rune is gonna be something we're shorting, cuz if the market starts tanking, if the total market cap takes, fuck. I spilled my water on my keyboard. So if you can't really be bearish. Alright guys, I have to clean my, I think it won't work actually. I don't even know how we're gonna stop the live, to be honest. We'll see. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Are you guys still, oh maybe, hold on. Oh, my mouse still works. That's great. Okay, so what I was saying is that, oh, I can't click escape, hold on. I think I did. Oh, connected. Hey, it works. Hey, it works. Sorry about this, guys. Voodoo sings, spill water, and keyboard. That's what's up. You see? Oh, there. That's the live. Subscribed. Somebody's like, I like this entertainment. Subscribed. Okay. Okay, let's do the giveaway. Come on, let's be real here. Let's do the giveaway. It's like literally everything swimming in water. It's like, look at this. Do you see this? It's like, look. Anyway, let's do the giveaway. I think that's what we should do. Guys, you know what to do. Just pop your Solana addresses in there. Look. Just pop your Solana addresses in there. This is coming from my table. Why do you have this? I know what you use this for, cuz. No. I know what you use this for. I know what you use this for. You also know what cuz is using this for. I know. Yeah, don't tell me. I know. I've been young as well. Young and wild. Okay. Let's go. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. I see the address. Thanks, Fefe. Good show. Watching while driving. Great. Let me look at our trades. Oh, this might actually take this low. This might actually take the low, cuz. I'm look at it for a second. We're gonna look at the wallet addresses in a second. Cuz is just coming here taking back his own. Okay, this has been like kind of a mess here. No, it's building up liquidity already. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry, it's fine. So it's building up liquidity. I think we're gonna pump. So it's no problem at all. No problem at all. Let me look at the show. Let me look at the show. Here we go. People say long, 811 votes. So let me see who wants to so it's $300. Oh, I'm gonna get the wallet. I'm gonna get our magic meme wallet. This is what we do here. I had the meme wallet. Hold on. So we did this meme coin giveaway, and these memes donated, and we're just gonna give them away. I don't want to give them all at once. So we have $10,000 in the wallet. Let me just pull this up here. $10,000 in the wallet. So I'm gonna give away $300 to someone. Let's give away 𝗲𝗡𝗅𝗡𝗏 bin Salman. 𝗲𝗡𝗅𝗡𝗏 bin Salman. Let's do that. Okay, someone sent me Trump Inu wormhole. You know, I think it's a scam coin. It's like, I think it's a honeypot. Anyway, so let me just look here. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, fire, boom. Jean LeBlanc. I am sending you Fefe Mahabi. Hold on a second. I just have to figure out. Oh, I have to figure out. I'm sending you 100,000 tokens. Oh no, I'm sending you 30,000 tokens. I'm sending you 300,000 tokens, brother. 300,000 tokens. I almost sent you $3,000. So we're gonna click next. Send. Let's go to the next one. Send. You guys make this pop. 3, 2, 1, bam. Hassan Mahmoud. Let's go. Habibi, you get the Habibi coin as well. 300,000 Habibi tokens. It's $50. Sent. How do you feel, cuz? How do you feel about the show?
It's great.
You like the show?
Yeah, of course.
So let's go. 3, 2, 1, fire. Simon G. I don't know what's happening here. Simon G winning 300,000 coins. 𝗲𝗡𝗅𝗡𝗏 bin Salman. 𝗲𝗡𝗅𝗡𝗏 bin Salman. And then we're going to move on to another token. Sent. All right. Let's do this. We're going to give away LFGO because we love these guys. So I'm saying multiverse e-gold, please. We can look at that. We can look at some coins. Oh, but I have to leave. So yeah, so 3, 2, 1. We can do voodoo music. Voodoo. This. Richard Lionheart. Didn't you win already, Richard? I'm so happy that you're here. I'm gonna make you or send you some LFGO tokens. I'm gonna send you 15,000 LFGO coins. 14,000. That's $57. I'm sending it over to you. Much love arriving to your wallet right now. Whoa. We have 2 more, right? Boom. DJ Max. DJ Max, you just won some tokens for yourself. LFGO token. We love LFGO. You guys should come on to the show. How's our trade doing? This is gonna break. The total is going to be... If the total breaks, we're done. We're done, guys. I'm telling you. You think it's going to be... Then we short. Then I'll stay longer. But I can't stay because Ren is going on. 3, 2, 1. Fire! 𝗘𝗘𝗙𝗢 is from, I think from Lithuania or Latvia. 𝗘𝗙𝗢. Yeah, so it might be just taking liquidity. Let me just... I'm sending you 14,000 LFGO tokens. Here we go. Sent it for you. Let me just look. So we gave $300 away, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We're not gonna finish the show though. Should we? If this breaks, if this really breaks, like with jokes aside, I think it has to hold. The reading is very, very good. The reading is very, very good. I would be surprised if it would break. Now it's just coming back for the 50. Look at the lower time frame. 3 minutes. Look at the lower time frame. It's coming back for the 50% retrace and mooning. I think we're gonna moon. I think it's not gonna break. If it breaks, guys, we are going lower. If it breaks, we go down at least to this 2.07, and if that breaks, 1.85. But you see it playing out very beautifully here. This is the strategy that I always talk about. Look what it does. It comes back. It has a massive, and it even took liquidity here. Look at this. When the whole thing went down on the 1 minute chart, it took liquidity down here. It liquidated the early longs. Then it pushed a big push, taking liquidity from all these regions, and then it comes back 50% and ready to push. Now the only thing we need to see is we need to see a market structure shift, and if that is a V-shaped recovery, we need to see this push to new higher highs. That's what we need to see. It's 3 o'clock, guys. Ren is on in 15 minutes. I am going to go, and I'm going to watch Ren. Where is his show? Bull Rolling Stars. Yeah, I think he's right. So go and watch Ren. I am going to be there watching it. And if you like this show, please subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Most importantly, really, really, really leave your thoughts behind. I hope that you like this show. If you did like this show, let me know below. And just come back for the next one. We do this every single day. I give you fish. I teach you how to fish, not only give you fish. And I think that's the real thing. We should do more live trading. If you think so, let me know in a comment. Gonna put all your comments up in the end screen. Truly appreciate all of you. Thanks for being here. Much, 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 much love to every single one of you. Thanks for watching. And I believe I will see you in the next one. Take care.